Okie dokie. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Are we supposed to do that again?
Yes.
Oh. No, we don't have to. All right, well, now we
Well,
have to
guys,
restart.
welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
As you can see, this is going to be a common thing.
Yeah, it's going to be chill. It's going to be good vibes. Welcome to
Or a bunch of dumbasses just
1.2
saying
Braincells. Oh, yo, they have my
I thought we couldn't curse.
No, we said we could curse. Oh, YouTube. I'll bleep it.
That's a lot of work.
Welcome to 1.2 Braincells podcast.
Yes.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm going first?
Left to right.
Youngest to the old ladies. Okay, so I'm Noel. I'm the gay one of the group.
I'm the boy.
She really is.
Okay, I'm Bonnet. I forgot what the you guys assigned me.
The chill one.
guy.
She's so chill, she doesn't
That
remember
chill
who she
guy
is.
who disappears on months on end.
What?
We're not supposed to say that. I said she disappears on months on end. I didn't say where she went.
You're right.
Are you freaking out already?
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Act like you've been there.
Listen, all right, this is the first time. It's going to be awkward. Okay, cool. Right, so we know that, and you already brought up our age.
Yeah.
For what reason? I don't know why.
I had,
You're young at number, but when it comes down to it, you have less energy than the three of us put together.
I disagree. I definitely have less energy than you.
Yeah.
But I definitely have more energy than me. Like, without a question.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, no one gets more introvert than I am.
Yes, in our group, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also like not grandma status like Noelle is. So
Give an example.
it's like 10, 11. You're like, it's late. I'm knocking out.
But she doesn't actually knock out. She
Yeah,
just
no,
spends her whole time in TikTok.
Yeah.
I know this for a fact because when we were in
I know
Europe,
she's up on TikTok, but like she
Bro,
proclaims
like, when we
everyone.
go
She's
on our
everywhere.
trips, we're the last ones awake.
that ass.
And I always beat you every time.
But
Fair.
And then we wake up at
Fair.
the same time. So
Fair.
speaking
that's
of
bringing my step kid.
the trips and all that, why don't we introduce how we started? Not how we started, how we met. That's the
Okay.
right.
Well, you met this one at birth.
right.
Yeah,
so,
so-
we're cousins. Yeah,
I've known Nat quite literally since birth.
we're cousins. Right?
Yeah, we're cousins.
We're cousins. We're besties,
Yeah.
and they're lovers.
Not really.
No, we're not.
They're not, because really we're the gay ones for each other, but we're not. We're besties.
Yeah.
There's some questionable things have happened.
We
But-
just bested real hard.
Yeah. No, but we're cousins. Yeah. Noel and I have 3-4 years age gap. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
7?
Let's tranquila.
You gonna catch these hands.
Are we actually
after
saying
this?
our age? Because I feel like it'd just be easier.
Sure, go off.
All right, so I was about to say 23. I'm not 23.
Nah,
I am 24.
No.
You're 24?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
man.
25.
No, I'm turning 25 this year.
Right.
At
2025.
present day, on
She's
this
a
day.
2000s baby. What the is that?
I'm young. Gen Z.
Like, wait,
Got
just,
that Gen
just
Z
2000,
blood.
not
Yeah.
2001?
No,
No.
2000.
You just okay.
I don't want to hear it. You're from the 90s.
Okay, first of all,
19th
this
century.
is why. Oh no, we're not doing that. We said we're not doing that because literally 3 years before the millennia ended. So don't even.
Still 19th
I'm
century.
28. And
Your face when you said that, you're like, damn, I am.
No,
old.
because I was gonna say no, you're not, babe. We're 27.
baby, you're
I'm
27.
27.
Okay. Mind you, we're the same year.
Yes, my birthday has not yet passed.
Yeah. And what's it called? So yeah, age, and then we're cousins, and
Yes.
then we met in college.
Yes.
Yes. We. Do you remember how we started with the little touches?
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, we met before that, the very first day of the step meeting when I sat next to you and Margarita.
Right. We did a program.
I was called to you since then.
Literally, we did a program that was the summer after senior year, and then it was just like a little thing.
Intro to college, kind of.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, and so it was like a little luncheon to introduce all the kids, and so or your room was next to mine, and I think we had like kind of exchanged like a hello, and then when we went to sit there, you were already at your table, and I came and said to you,
Wow, no, flip it.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna tell
disclaimer,
it because
I don't remember shit at all.
she doesn't. She also really likes to fabricate things in stories.
Whoa.
Exhibit A here.
No,
Wow.
bro, she likes to. We'll tell stories where she's not even at the event.
We're not gonna start with
And
this.
Matt will be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this, yo."
Because
I was not even there.
But we're gonna focus back to the story. So she sat with her mom, and I walk in, and it's just me. You're allowed to bring one family member. My mom, my parents. What my mom nor my sisters had time to go, so it was just me.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, I had contacted my roommate at the time, so we actually showed up together. And then I walked in, and she's like, "Well, we want to sit." And I was like, "Well, everything's like half empty. Let's just pick any random table." And I was like, "You know what? I see a girl and a mother that look Hispanic. Those are my
My
peeps."
father was also there.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Oh shit! I only remember
Bro,
Margarita.
Benito. But okay, my father, Benito. That's how he's gonna be referred to. Anyway, Benito. He's in everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So anyway, you came and sat with us.
Yeah. So I approached you and I was like, "Do you mind if we sing? You guys are good." "No, of course, go ahead."
Yeah.
And you were nice as for Margarita and I guess Benito.
Yes.
And then we find out, yeah, we're roommates. Well, not roommates. We're next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Our rooms next to each other.
Yeah.
We hit it off. We kept going, and then
But like that was like our first interaction. But like I think what kind of put together our little like weirdness was we were in a math class together, and I was helping someone like with whatever the heck we were trying to do.
yes,
and so,
you were sat in front of me,
Yeah.
directly in front of me.
Yeah, and so she's trying to catch my attention, and she just goes and caresses my arm.
Yeah.
Okay, and I
Okay, and your face is judging,
Yeah,
and I get it.
What's
So why it made sense in my mind, I was like, nah, right? And I'm trying to call her attention, but she's like heavy on the studying, and so I'm trying to like, I feel like just poking her would have been too like, I don't know, cumbersome. So in my mind, I did like a light poke, which was just like
she's
a
like
caress of
she
her
did,
arm.
like, a
I
little
thought to
caress.
me,
she was making moves?
That ass.
not intensely,
so-
and then she turns around, and I.
What at this time were you? Okay, well we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't, to answer your question. I was not. And so
Okay.
she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, hello," and I
hi.
panicked. I
You didn't know
panicked.
then? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's that. And then I introduced these two.
Yeah, that
I, actually, do you? Well, I mean, I know you remember our introduction, and I've told my part of. Well, I'll tell the story. So obviously there's a 4-year age gap between the two of us. So I'm in high school, and she's doing her summer program or something where she dorms.
Yeah.
And so she tells me to come visit her at college. So I think I spent the night, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I had spent the night with them.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't completely remember.
I don't remember when said out.
I know
When
I
we
went
were the
to visit.
TCRAs?
It had to be because I wouldn't have brought her to the room with my roomie at that time, which
I don't. But that's the
She-
thing. I don't know if I
she
stayed the night or if I just stayed the day.
Because I don't remember, like, was I not there then? 'Cause
You
I don't
were
remember
there.
her staying in the room.
okay, so then
No, I was in the room.
During that summer program, we shared the room.
maybe unless because you lived
I don't
close-
remember her bunking.
You know how sometimes you would go home?
Yeah.
Unless maybe you hung out with us and then you went home and then
I don't think I spent the night.
I
though.
don't think so though.
I don't think I did.
She was
I don't
really
recall.
All right, wait, let's back on track.
I don't,
young.
I don't yeah, no, she was though because she was under 18, so I don't think she would have been able to. And I don't think we would have risked that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay,
Anyway,
so back to
long
the
story
storyline.
short,
I went to visit her at college, right? Because again, school, high school, college, like we're really busy, so we don't see each other. And I had done summer sports, so I was busy. So I went to go see her for the day. I was like, oh, cool. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go see college. And to me, like you're in high school, you're gonna go hang out with a bunch of college students. It's a little intimidating, bro. Listen to me. Can I tell you? Can I say the school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So they went to Stevens Institute, right? And if you've ever
Fucking
been
nerds.
to Stevens Institute, it's a bunch of nerds.
I
Like
can't
quite
argue,
literally a bunch of nerds.
unfortunately. Yeah.
We are.
Like it was.
I know I for a fact am.
It was the opposite of intimidating. I got there, and our introduction was I got there. I met Vanessa, and it's hilarious because the bit of the story that's always funny to us is that I had clocked her as not being straight immediately.
Yeah.
Which she had clocked me.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
clueless.
Clueless.
Did not have a clue.
No idea.
And so then we're all hanging out, and I'm like, "That's a gay. I know a gay. That's a gay." I wasn't out at the time. Did you know?
I suspected it, but you were a child, so I didn't want to be like,
No. Did you know of yourself? Is what
oh,
I'm saying.
no, hell no. I was confused up until sophomore year, and then I didn't fully come out until junior year.
Yeah.
So that was
So
still
wait, to put this
a
in
year
perspective-
before I realized.
So to put this in perspective, I was a freshman in high school visiting them going into sophomore year.
Yeah, so you were gonna So
Yeah.
it was,
I was a freshman
I
in
had
high
not
school
realized.
visiting sophomores in college. I had no business being there whatsoever.
No.
But
But again, to be fair, I was also always a very like, I don't want to say goody two shoes, but I never did anything crazy. So like your mom did not question, nor did my
At that
mom
point.
question.
yeah,
Oh yeah, no te revealing the secrets yet. It's slow. But anyway, yeah, no, I always was a goody two shoes, and so your parents didn't question you coming to college with me because they knew I would expose you to anything. And again,
Yeah.
being that it was
I was more
Stevens-
concerned than they were, honestly.
Yeah.
Then I
And-
got there,
and then-
bunch of nerds.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's some crazy shit, but again, I was
Not
hanging
with
out.
Noel.
Not us. No, not us. I mean, like
At least
we
your
drank.
group, what I experienced. Bro, I got there and they're like, oh yeah, we're all gonna get together and hang out in the common room. I'm like, oh my God, las drogas, alcohol. Why am I going, bro? These doofuses were playing, not Dungeons and Dragons. The
Werewolves.
Werewolves. Okay.
Oh, listen, we're not that. Okay, no, Dungeons and Dragons. That's not our group.
Yeah, no,
No
it's
shame,
not. They were
but that's
playing
not
werewolves
us.
and I judged them so hard for this game.
Now she loves.
Love that game.
It's a great game.
It's a great
I
game.
love that game. I keep
You're
getting eaten
welcome.
by the werewolf, but I love that game.
Yeah,
You
but yeah,
get
that's
real mad too every single time.
Bro, that one person just kept killing me off. We played 4 times in a row and
it's
killed me
because
off.
you decide to make beef with every single person. So everyone,
We were homies, though.
the second someone gets a chance to go for you, they go for you.
because you get
Y'all, I'm the narrator, and the second I was like, okay, who do you want to kill, or if you're using
Bro,
poison
but
on?
no.
The way
you're-
everyone's face
no.
lights up to point to Noel, it's crazy. It's hilarious to watch, though.
Bro, no, not even. Because at one point at one of the parties, when we were playing, like we had first game, first 30 seconds, I hadn't even said a word yet.
She hadn't.
I hadn't even said the word yet. And this one individual just killed me off right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, whatever, one off. We start the next round. They get werewolf again, immediately kills me again.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like,
It's like everyone chooses to have a personal vendetta against Noel when we're playing, specifically just when we're playing werewolf.
Yeah, just that.
yeah.
Yeah. But what's it called? Yeah, that's how you guys met, and y'all both clocked that y'all weren't straight. And okay, so here's one thing: Noel's almost always, at least in high school, you kind of dressed more like this, but not as much. But still, Noel.
To be fair, we had high school uniforms like khakis and polos, so like I got away with it for a very long time.
Yes.
I was also like on the athletic teams, like I was on soccer,
Right.
And just soccer actually. Now that I think about it, I just did sports or soccer. So it's either I was in uniform or soccer stuff. So I was very easy to get away with.
But just to say, like, you can safely assume. However, my best friend in high school, shout out to Sarah, I love you, boo boo. Anyway, Sarah was also very much like that same style, and so was Dom. Dom is my childhood best friend.
Yeah, but Dom is
Shout-
gay.
Yeah, I know. Not you outing people. Well, I mean, she's pretty out. She's pretty
I
out.
was gonna say, I'm like, don't she have like a whole girlfriend right now?
No, Dom has a girlfriend.
Didn't you tell me this?
No,
This is not the place for that, everyone.
Dom has a girlfriend. Wait a minute.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
When did
circling
you?
back-
Where'd you?
I don't-
That's not right.
Anyway,
That's neither
circling
here nor
back,
there
circling
right
back, circling back. If you do, Dom, I'm happy for you. But anyway,
How would I know? I hear my shit from
How
you.
would you know?
I thought she told me that.
I don't know who you talking to because I ain't never said those words.
Wasn't she in a relationship though?
No, I don't know.
Ever?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut all of
Yeah.
this.
All right. I was wrong. I admit that. I thought wrong person.
This is all gonna get cut nonetheless.
Why? This is fine. We didn't say
This
anything
is
wrong.
another person.
We didn't say anything wrong.
I guess. Anyway.
I mean, I've never been in a relationship either. I don't see what's wrong. All right,
There's nothing wrong, but you know. So anyway. So I've always seen Noel like this, and so I never questioned it, and I never also wanted to assume.
you never questioned it. Did we talk about We're gonna talk about another story.
No, but I meant like I never thought of like it was never like a is she not or it wasn't like a like I just didn't think of it like that. I was just like whatever. Noel's Noel. I always
Yeah,
saw Noel
fair.
as Noel is
That
Noel.
is
So
cousin.
progressive,
And
guys.
That's her cousin. That's her baby cousin.
yeah, and so again, I never and so then once you did actually
are.
come out to me, then it was like, oh, okay.
That's a funny coming out story.
That is hilarious. But
It's
we're
my
gonna save that
favorite
for
coming
another
out
time.
story that I have with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna save that for another episode.
Facts. We've already been derailed enough.
Anyway. But
Do you expect any difference?
No, of course not. Okay, we're gonna set this right now. Heavy on the ADHD, these two.
oh yeah.
Oh.
So
Did we
Not
did
diagnosed,
we
though.
hold on,
Not
because we're all over the place.
That's exactly
Did we
why.
explain why it's called 1.2 brain cells?
Well,
We
actually, I
haven't.
was gonna go on to
Oh my
that.
God.
The next point is
My
why we
exhibit A,
started
like,
this.
This
We
is every
just
day with
flow
these two.
so perfectly. We just flow so perfectly. Yeah. So why we started this?
Well,
That was a great bridge.
It did though. That's how.
no, she's not wrong. We did an introduction of who each of us are and
Yeah.
And how we know each other.
how we know each
Yeah.
other, how
Yeah.
we met. Oh, to explain, we met because again they were best friends and sharing a room, roommates, for a while. Also, that was one gay experience, by the way, because I go to see them.
We were together though.
Huh?
A lot of people thought we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that day that when I went to visit, you guys like literally wrestled on the bed for like an hour straight.
No, we didn't.
Yes, yes,
remember
yes, you
this.
did. I remember
I
that
don't
because then I'm
remember.
like, is that gay too?
The two.
No.
No, I do not remember that.
No, you guys fully wrestled. I was fully.
I don't remember ever wrestling you.
So the funny thing is that we were TCRAs, which are like tutor counselors and then RAs at the same time for a program that Stevens has. I don't know if they still have it, but anyway. And so
Oh, also, I didn't go to Stevens. I'm not that smart.
she is smart, but she did not go to Stevens.
The gay one went to a private college, Catholic school.
Yeah.
Ironically,
You went though. That's brains.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what? The different levels of. Moving on.
Moving on.
And so yeah, a lot of people thought we were together just because we were always together. And
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah,
we're always
really
like,
gay.
oh hey baby, oh hi my love,
Yeah,
oh
really
whatever. I don't blame them. And
We weren't surprised.
No, it didn't.
We would
like,
just laugh and be like, nah, we're just friends. And they were
Yeah.
like, okay, well, stop lying to us.
Yeah.
And we're like,
I
we're
remember-
actually not.
No, and the funny thing is, I remember one time that we were working out together. Again, it was the summer, and so I used to love doing like YouTube Zumba videos. I would find like random.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We had
and
did
so-
that for a whole
Grandma.
summer. That was fun.
Yeah, so we were doing that in our room, and so obviously you get hot and sweaty. The Stevens love you, but they did not have good air conditioning. In
They
these
didn't.
buildings. No,
They
it was
didn't.
atrocious. What was the building called?
I don't remember any of those.
Jonas. Sorry, Jonas Hall. I think it was called Jonas Hall. Anyway,
Go off.
we were there. Sucked. So then they knock on like our I guess you could say students knocked on our door.
We got sidetracked again.
And so I know, but we're gonna finish. It's almost done. Anyway, so then I opened the door and we look like a sweaty hot mess. And they're like, "Y'all good?" And we're like, "Yeah, we were just working out." And they were like, It looked sus.
That
It
was
looked
funny.
sus. Anyway.
That was funny.
But yeah, why we started this. As you can tell, we get distracted. So very easily. So very easily.
Yes.
And we can ramble on for such a long time.
As you can see.
Yes.
It's also the thing that we're all very busy. Minus V, I feel like you're home most of the time.
I work remote. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she's home most of the time. You are the social butterfly of our group.
I am.
Yeah, she's out and about. It's
She
hard
is-
to, and you legit need to pencil her in.
Yeah,
literally.
yeah. So this way, she's forced to hang out with us.
We actually had to rearrange this first
Oh
recording.
yeah,
Ready.
No, listen,
somebody.
No, it was
somebody
Good
double booked
Friday.
yourself.
No, it was Good Friday.
Double booked.
Okay, it was Good Friday,
Double booked.
and you know we can't. Jesus done died it on the cross, and
Listen,
tú no puedes
listen.
estar en la calle. Oh, I don't know if y'all could tell we're Hispanic,
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's gonna be some Spanish thrown in there.
Yeah.
It might be translated.
Also,
it might not.
remember,
Figure it
Jesus
out.
died for our sins, so sin a little bit, or else he died for nothing.
We're not teaching that.
But yeah, okay, so yes, we rescheduled, and and we there's so many times we have a little group chat that we will just pick a topic and then we'll just go off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was gonna say, yeah, she's always busy. So this way she's forced to hang out with us. For me, it's like I've always wanted to do a podcast. I didn't have a good solid group of friends to do it with. That sounds wrong.
also don't tap.
Oh my bad.
It's okay.
To do like no one would ever commit to actually doing this. I wanted that creative outlet to just like spew our nonsense.
Yeah.
And we had joked around, so we actually listened
Many a times.
Yeah, so we actually listened to 2 podcasts, and it's best friends that just talk, and so we've always joked that it's like, we have so much to talk about, and then once she kind of got more into our like, because it was always like I've always been close to Noelle and our family, like we're the closest cousins, and then band's like my life, and so and then these two got close in our trips, and so it just we just feed off each other in a perfect way.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I met Van my freshman year of high school, so I was 14.
14,
Don't tell me
15.
that.
14.
Yeah, she was
And I'm 24 now. I've known you. Okay, so I've known you for 10 years.
Oh,
That's Crazy.
Let me not scream into the mic. That's
You're
crazy.
good.
Well, this next part is gonna be a little sad. I've known her for 10 years, but we didn't become friends until last year.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, close.
Like she was always just like Nat's best friend,
Uh-huh.
and that was kind of it.
And it's not like you guys had a lot of opportunities to hang out because you met her when you were in high school, but then
Right. I'm not gonna hang out with the high school like that.
yeah, no, I was also a dickwad in high school, so
Oh, thank God.
She
I
wasn't
would have hated you.
yeah, no, you definitely would have, 100%.
bad. She was not that bad.
I
And
was with
You're her cousin.
You didn't see it.
You're,
though.
you're biased.
I
let's
also
be honest.
I also didn't show it in front of you. To be fair.
yeah, and so it wasn't until once you were more like in your 20s that
Yeah, quite literally.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so our friend group always hung out or did stuff together, and so I started inviting you over.
Yeah, we're all
And-
cool with it.
Yeah, and it she clicked well with the group.
I'm a vibe, guys. I'm the
She's a
party.
vibe. She's a vibe. And
You're all right. You're all right.
Shut up.
You're
You-
enough,
you
you're
couldn't
enough
commit-
to keep you around.
You couldn't commit to a podcast until I was here.
well, we never
does-
wanted to.
Yeah.
But I do agree that we had joked about it a bunch, and the way that this whole thing came together was just literally, I think 2-3 messages of like, not even it was a
was a
call.
video.
It was a
It was
call.
a video call.
instant.
Yeah, literally was one video call. We're again joking at Pryush because we were like already in an hour into this video call talking about nothing. And then once again we're like, oh my God,
Pronouncing
babe.
words. That was the video call. We were
Yes.
pronouncing words.
Yes. How do you spell this word out? That's what it was. And then we're like, oh my God, another podcast material. And I was like, wait, y'all want to do a podcast? And we're like, oh, well, I mean, we say it jokingly all the time. And I was like, no, because I've been
actually
wanting to
do
do one. And we're like, oh.
Van literally, or V sent, bet, let's do it. And the next message was me sending
Yeah.
podcast materials.
Yeah,
Like it was,
podcast materials. Then you made a Google Doc with the actual stuff that we needed for it, and then we were on another video call, and then you two actually put together the like name and all that, and then
Yeah.
and this has been what, a matter of 2 weeks.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just about that. Yeah.
About, yeah.
No more than 3 for sure.
I love it. It was good shit. When we put and so the name 1.2 brain cells kind of comes from the fact that like when we're together, we literally share, each has half a brain cell.
That's not the math.
That's not the math.
No, but isn't it that
No,
we each
that's
have
not the math.
That's not the
we
math.
each have
That
half
is not the math. We discussed it.
Let's say the math.
All right, Van, V, do you want to take this one?
Story of my life, no me dejan terminar mi oraciones.
Because she'd be wrong. She's wrong a lot of the time.
Triggered.
Do you want to take it or should I?
You know, you go for it. I don't remember the exact numbers.
All right, so again,
I know we sat down to do the math, Noel, but
yeah, no, I know the math to the T.
Go ahead.
So when me and Nat hang out, we're dorks.
Yeah.
We're dorks and we're really childish.
I worry
And so
when those two are alone.
We've
Between
between
the
this
two
whole
of us.
time. We're fine. We've survived.
They've survived.
there's been close times. There has been close times. Your phone.
That's for the
Yeah, okay. All right, so we're childish, we're dorky, we're common sense gone. All right,
Yeah.
it's just gone out the
Yeah.
window. So between the two of us, when we hang out, right, me and Nat, we have half a brain cell that we share, not a whole, just half. So that's the half. And then when Nat and V hang out, between the two of them, they have one whole brain cell.
yes.
But
here-
a little over because I have
No.
one
Listen.
on my regular.
Yes, but listen.
Okay,
this
carry
is the
on.
math.
Listen,
When
the-
when V and Nat hang out, right, just the two of them, they have one whole brain cell.
Yes.
When the three of us hang out, me and Nat takes over. Or because we have to cut cursings. When me and Nat hang out, our foolishness takes over the group, and so
It overpowers.
it overpowers
Yeah.
me. So if we share half and they share one, but when we're all together,
our powers.
our powers are so strong. The math is that we only have 1.2 in total.
Yeah.
Yes. We lose 0.3 of that brain cell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We each lose 0.1, and then boom, 1.2.
1.2, and that's how we became 1.2.
Yeah.
brain
So
cells.
this is 1.2 brain cells podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be funny because as time has progressed, you'll literally see how like sometimes Noel and I will be peak 1.2 brain cell, and we're like, oh no, Vanessa's somewhere clueless. And like,
It's true.
Yeah.
It has been proven.
Yeah. So it's not that we all have equally at the same time. No.
No.
That should be sifted. The only time that we all like, we each have a full brain cell is when it comes to eating. Oh my
my
fudge.
God.
Oh my fudge.
Yo, there is a clip. I don't know if we're gonna insert the clip, but we were just not making pizza, but we bought
Heating up.
We bought pizza and we were heating it up in the oven, and that it was a struggle.
We will include the clip.
We'll include the.
Shut up, man.
Get the pizza. Why is it on the grill?
I burnt my finger.
Why did you burn your finger?
I don't know how to use this. Hold on, we're good.
We
on that stupid little corner. All right, you're just gonna go in backwards. Oh! Okay.
I love that you're using toallas and we had the
Those
gloves.
are the decorative ones. You don't touch those. All right, now we gotta get the other sheet out. This is easy. But yeah, and so, right, the whole point of this is to hang out. So what's new with you guys? Let us catch up. Oops, sorry. Every time. Sorry.
You go. I don't. We've established I just work from home and do nothing.
So what's new from the last time we...
What was the last update?
Us?
I don't
You
know.
haven't seen her.
Yeah, bro. This is the first time we're seeing each other.
I got new fish.
in months.
Oh my god, I never hugged you.
I was about to say, I didn't get my
after
hug.
this,
Where's the
I'm
hug?
gonna hug you. Don't you
be a
worry.
where's my hug at?
That was the joke. That was the bit.
Okay.
Don't worry. I was like literally on the drive here. I was like, I need to hug Noelle high because I haven't. That's gonna come. Don't you worry.
My ears itchy. I'm so sorry.
Adios.
She looked at me.
Anyways, so what's new? I got a new fish. I actually got a couple new fish. Right. I have a fish tank. It's a 29 gallon.
She
I love
loves
it.
Animals.
I do love animals. I want so many animals. That's not the point though. I only have my apartment can only hold a fish tank. So that's what I have. I used to have 3 Dalmatian mollies, which they all passed away.
Bad caretaker.
Was not me. They died with.
Oh, there was a hamster too.
She killed that
Do not bring up the hamsters. We're not doing that.
Future stories.
The fish tank. My 3 mollies
Little
died,
teaser.
and a loach died.
What's
we
a
don't know. It's one of
I'm
the
sorry.
ones I
Oh,
have.
what? Did you say a roach?
Loach with an L.
Okay, I was concerned.
I had a loach.
She has
2
a pet
loaches. One died. We don't know what happened to him. What
Happened.
incarnation
Did you
happened?
forget to feed the
I
animals
will.
again?
Oh, that's the weird thing. Like, my roommate was like seeing them just fine, and then when I come back, I was like looking at my fish, keeping count again because I know we had some losses, and I was like, wait, why do I only have like
You
see the
gotta
one
count
loach,
your
Larry?
fish
Where's
'cause you keep
Gary?
losing
And
them.
she's like,
Gary died.
Gary died, and that was
Oh,
one
no,
of my
not
favorites,
Gary.
bro. That's one of the OGs.
Bro.
Anyways, cut to now. I was like, well, I need more loaches to keep Larry happy. And then since my Molly's passed, I need to feed another. I need to get another school. So I got another glowfish, 2 Mollies, and I got a betta.
Oh, wait. They can't be in the same
They
fish.
can. There are certain. They can't be with other bettas, especially if they're male. But there are some species of fish that they're just fine with, especially if you get a mild temperament one. So I looked at all the bettas, and this one guy, he looks so derpy. I'd pick him up, and he'd just look at me like nothing.
What color is he?
He is like a pinkish into a blue,
Cute.
and there's like a gradient to it. It's so pretty. I'm gonna show you later.
That's so appropriate.
His name is
for you.
Axel.
You named them Axel?
I have all of them have names except for
No,
the
I know
autos.
that.
The autos are just what they are.
So I love that.
Yeah.
I'm deeply concerned about the beta with the other fish. I trust that you
Yeah,
researched.
I did.
I
know
can't
nothing
wait
about
for
fish.
the weekly update.
He's a shy little guy. He just stays in his corners mostly, hides behind the plants and stuff. But when I
He
come out,
creeping.
he comes out and we bop heads sometimes.
Do you bop your head on the fish tank?
Yes.
Cute.
With Axel specifically, not the others.
Okay, cute.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yes.
You see what I mean when I said dorks?
I
That's the one who
acknowledged
loves
it.
gaming. Not that gamers are dorks, but
No, they can be. They definitely
No,
can
we
be.
definitely can be.
so what's your update? How's Kobe?
Kobe, So Kobe's my dog. He's a golden doodle. He's adorable.
It's the size of a horse.
He's
Pony.
the size of a small pony. I won't lie. I had tricked my mother into getting this dog. She said, "Get a small dog." I said, "Yes, he won't grow." Literally, when I got him, he's a puppy, so you hold him in a palm, and I was like, "Yeah, he won't get taller than a foot." I'm 5'5". When I stand up, he reaches my shoulders, so he's
not
pretty tall.
And the funny thing is, like, I didn't get to
He's
see
like
him
80 pounds.
puppy, but I saw him pretty small. And the minute I saw him, I told Noelle, I'm like, that's gonna be a big ass dog
And I
because his
said,
paws were huge. His paws were huge. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
But he's the sweetest.
yeah,
He is.
yeah.
He's the sweet little boy.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. So update.
Yeah.
Nah, I've just been working a lot. I don't really have much. Not bad.
Nah, you
I bang a
Gooch.
lot. ADHD. Can't
Nah, you
say
good.
so.
We gotta get you a little fidget spinner while we do that. Yeah. What's going on with
updates to my car.
Tell
Right,
us.
you need to show me that.
You saw
What kind of car
coming
do you
in.
have?
I have a
thought
Lexus
the
IS
car-
300. It's not a 350. I'm sad, but it's a 300. 265 horsepower. Did a lot of upgrades to it. I love it.
And she got it herself.
Yeah, it was my first like big purchase. Very proud of it. It's got a new spoiler. Well, actually, the most recent thing I did was they're not gonna understand a damn thing I'm about to say.
No, but someone would.
I painted the
Educate
calibers. Calibers are red now, and I refurbished the wheels because they had road rash on it. Not for me. It was bought like that. I'm a great driver, and
us. So she says.
Oh, she is.
I saw you hit the curb trying to park just an hour ago.
Your hill is steep as fudge.
It's a very steep hill.
It's steep. It's not that difficult though. Yeah, and I got them painted gloss black. Calibers painted.
You did show me that.
refurbished.
That looked really hot.
Yeah,
She
it was
makes
the most
your car
recent
really
thing I did.
nice.
There's a couple other things I did, but it still needs more work.
Cool.
Your turn.
I booked my trip with my family. So I have an older sister. She has 3 kids, and we booked a trip. We're gonna go to DR, and I'm very excited for that. A little, I don't want to say stressed, but like it's gonna be handling a lot of different personalities, you know. So that's gonna be interesting. But I'm very excited for that. I had a performance this Friday. I'm a dancer.
Right.
Not professional in the slightest. But yeah, so I had a performance, and then my next performance is in the Poconos in May.
And the
Poconos.
Poconos.
Yeah, I am.
Bro,
not gonna-
isn't that where we're going?
yes,
I don't know where we're going.
yes, but
It's a wood in the middle. It's a cabin in the middle of the woods.
That's actually exactly what I told my sister when she
Yeah.
asked. Actually,
This is when I
before we
murdered
leave, going to a concert, I'm seeing Shakira.
Shakira.
you're gonna go see Shakira.
Yeah.
May 15th.
What is Shakira? What's her ethnicity?
I don't know. Colombian.
Thought you hate Colombians.
No, I don't.
Don't be saying that.
Bro, do you know any Colombians personally?
Yeah, we knew plenty.
Do you talk to them now?
No.
So
No, I
why do you
haven't.
give a I'm very much the person where it's like, I'm very honest and straightforward, so I'm just going to say what's going on.
Okay.
Versus these two are going to try to sugarcoat.
No, not sugarcoat. We're just, we don't want. What if we gain Colombian fans?
Oh, well, that's different. In our experiences, the Colombians they have met. They didn't like.
That's another thing though. For someone that's like, I don't really like, I don't want to be with someone that is. I attract a lot of Colombians, and I'm just like,
You do.
Yeah, I do.
I feel like that's majority, if not all.
Oh, so we don't judge you based on your like.
No, we don't.
No,
We
yeah,
had,
we're
sour
definitely it's like you, if
experiences.
you vibe with us, you vibe with us. It's just
Yeah. If you're cool, you cool.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
Right. So we had the Shakira concert before we leave for our trip.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Shakira. La, 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 la. That was good. That was really good.
That was good. And I'm talking to my sister, and I mentioned, I was like, oh, I'm going on a weekend trip the day right after. And she was like, where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? And I was like, no clue. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, well, Noelle booked it. She just showed me the
you should be
Airbnb.
worried. I'm not the one that books stuff in our group.
Yeah.
No, but it looks really cute. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, when we book stuff, Noel and I very much go off of pictures and the vibe.
Yeah.
And-
Wrong way to do it.
And we will look at the review number, not the actual reviews.
I will look
Not
at the
enough.
reviews once V points them out.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yeah.
And so Vane will look at them and be like, baby, the blah blah blah, and something won't be right. So
Yeah, so I was completely hands off. This is all Noelle. She just sent the
she did
Airbnbs and
review
I
it.
perused them all.
Yeah.
And I was like, these options are good based on
It's
the
gonna
amount
be
of people
real
are
cute.
going.
And Kobe's coming with us.
And Kobe.
Kobe's coming
yeah.
with us, and then our boy Manny.
Kobe's first trip away from the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our boy Manny, which hopefully you guys will meet soon.
Yes.
Ooh, yes, we
Yes.
will. We plan on doing guests. So if you're one of our friends, and you want to be on the podcast,
Yeah.
send us a message.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let your
come with
people
the
call our
conversation
people.
topic.
Our friends, yeah.
If you have our phone number, not our Instagram, not our like Snapchat,
Yeah, no.
don't
If
DM.
you just know me from
if you have our
dance, like-
cell phone numbers,
Yeah.
reach out
Yeah.
if you want to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
with the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah. And then what
yeah.
else?
Who knows how the trip is gonna go? I mean,
I'm excited.
again,
We're
they
gonna
all look
record
good.
on the trip.
They all seem great. The Airbnbs. I don't know what we're doing, but
Literally nothing. We're just hanging out.
It's just a
here.
weekend. Yeah, it's a chill weekend.
It's just we're just gonna get drunk.
There's a jacuzzi.
That's right.
It's gonna be cooch.
Wait, we
not
can't use the
cooch.
no. We can use the jacuzzi. We can't use the pool.
The pool's literally going up the week after we leave.
Yeah, because Memorial
It's
Day
okay. I
weekend.
wasn't gonna want to. It's the weather's too chilly right now. I don't want to swim anyway.
I wanted to, well, I couldn't teach Hobie to swim, but it'd been really funny to
Yeah.
try.
Has he ever been in a body of water?
Yeah, I got him a little kiddie pool in the back. He's not a fan.
That doesn't like he just stands in that. I meant
No,
like to
he
be
refuses to stand in it, is what I'm saying.
Okay, your
Yeah.
boy don't like water.
No. But he likes his baths, which is weird.
That's good. Easier for you.
Is a special boy.
Kobe Nino is a special boy. I'm not going to lie.
Remind me, I have snacks for him that I brought.
Oh,
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. Cute little snack. What's it called? And you were telling us that you're going to baptize Kobe.
Oh, yes. We're baptizing
This
Kobe.
is. I've never heard of this before.
What?
Actually? What do you mean? Don't even.
No, you know,
what?
you can't judge.
I'm not judging. I said I've never heard of a dog getting baptized. That's a fact.
Is that why your mom wants holy water?
Yes.
That is hilarious. So her
baptism-
mom is technically my
Also,
actual...
hold on. You can't judge me, B.
I'm not judging.
Yeah, you judge little and you let your fish die, all right?
I didn't let my fish die.
And oop.
How'd they die?
Specifics I'm not gonna get into on here.
What about the hamster?
Listen,
You
that's a
weren't even
story
there
for
for the
another
hamster.
time.
I know the story, though.
No, you know the story. This one fabricated.
Yes, I'd be fabricating some stories sometimes. No, I won't fabricate a story. I will take a story and I will
Embellish it.
exagerarlo. I will exaggerate
Embellish
it.
babes.
Okay,
Makes it saucy.
that's a big word for Elmo.
Rocco.
Oh my god, I love those bits.
Not Rocco. What was it?
That's a rock.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Or is it? It's not a rock. It's a bull. I don't know.
So pause. Your mother okay, the reason why I brought her mom is her mom's technically my actual cousin because my mom and her grandfather are siblings. And so her mom is like only a few years older than me. She's young. Only a year older. Not really. But
mathin'.
It's there. Math is there.
But
Patty
anyway,
knows.
so she's my actual cousin, but because Pat and I have age gap and she had Noelle, we had a shorter age gap, so to me they're both my cousins. But anyway, your mom called my mom and she was like, oh yeah, they were chit-chatting and that she wanted some holy water. And so my mom worked at church yesterday and she's like, oh, I need to get some holy water for Pat. And I was like, okay, mind you, we weren't able to get any. But now that you're telling me that it's to baptize Kobe, I'm going to tell my mom tonight and she's going to crack up.
Don't tell her. Wait for the photos to come out.
Fair. And that's this
Wait
weekend.
for the post.
And that's this weekend.
This is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got him a tux and everything.
It's really
It's
cute.
gonna be great.
Whose idea was this?
Mine.
Okay.
And
how-
boy
how
needs to be
did you-
baptized.
How did you come up with this?
I've always wanted to baptize him.
Oh,
She doesn't want the ghosties to come for him.
wasn't the coaches don't come for him. It's when if he dies, you baptize your soul.
He's never
What are you
dying.
talking
No,
about?
yeah, so
He's never dying.
Fair enough. Correct. Correct.
What are you
right.
talking about?
you right.
Yeah. Anyways, so I thought baptism was solely like if you die, you're blessed. So when you die, your soul goes to heaven.
It's
Wait,
that.
hold on,
baptized.
back up. What religion do you practice? Is the right terming here? I don't know.
Yeah. Or what's your
Catholic.
spirituality?
Roman Catholic?
Yes, loosely.
Barely.
Burley.
All right, but technically Roman Catholic.
Yeah,
Okay, so did you go to Sunday school?
I did.
Did you get your first communion done
Yes, and my confirmation.
and your confirmation?
And you got baptized.
Yeah,
And you still don't know what any of them mean?
correct.
Well, yeah. If
You went to a
I did
high
go
school with nuns?
I went to Catholic school my whole life. So from pre-K all the way until senior year of high school. But no, it's not really uncommon for people that have gone through the whole sacraments and even gone to Sunday school to not know stuff because they don't educate or
They
no,
don't.
they don't
They
teach
just-
it correctly.
They tell
You
me the
Google it?
stories.
You didn't Google it?
No, I didn't care.
At this point?
Why? She has me. I could teach her.
Whatever questions I have her.
The other, I don't even remember, but the other day we took a topic and you were like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "Oh, we were talking about the Bible and all the books." Yes. So you asked her, and she said she's Roman Catholic. So I grew up in a
My
Catholic.
neck is starting to hurt from turning my head.
Why don't you
This
just
is gonna
turn
be a
your
problem.
whole body?
Because I had it like that and I didn't like it.
Okay, well,
It's okay. We're good. I'll just look at the camera.
Cool
Hey,
story,
guys.
bro.
Okay,
cool story, bro. Oh, ew! I got such bad deja vu right now. Oh,
from
my-
what?
I don't.
'cause we're gonna be a
this whole-
success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully. Inshallah.
Ash, Yeah.
Sorry, we watched a clip and it's anyway. But no, so I went to Catholic school my whole life and it was great. It was cool for the most part. And now I just I wouldn't say I'm like Catholic. I believe in God. But I think I would safely say I don't want to say it's on my own terms, but it's
It's going to be a whole podcast on
that.
its own.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole episode. But long story short, I believe in God, and that's about it.
Yeah, if any
And I don't
of
follow
our
the church,
friends are very religious and want to educate us,
Oh yeah,
reach out.
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
You'll be accepted.
Wait, so then you tell me what is baptism?
Yeah, since you know so much.
Oh, isn't it? So you have your, I don't know if it's 7 or what it was, but
Seven
it's your
sacraments?
baptism. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're baptized and your first communion, and then there's the
Confirmation.
confirmation, and essentially it's just like steps until you die.
Correct.
For the most
But
part.
yes, so the first communion, I think it's like the first time you're getting the body of God, right? The little bread you have on Sundays.
little wafer.
Yeah, the little wafer.
That tastes like
It was dry. It needed some sauce. Some jam would go great on that.
Oh
Anyways,
my God, no.
the blasphemy though.
yeah. So it's like the first time you're accepting God into you. I think. Is
Yes, that's when you're
Metaphorical
actually older
saying?
and can make the choice for yourself at that point.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
And so, kind of going back, you asked with baptism. So with baptism, it definitely is like it's like you're welcoming into Catholicism, Christianity, or whatever. And you are right that it is because we're born with original sin, and that it like. It helps you, allows you to go into heaven. The reason why I bring up the ghosties, though, is that when, at least in, I don't know if I can, I don't want to fully say Hispanic culture, but at least in our family, the belief is that as a kid, the same way because you have original sin,
Yeah.
when you're not baptized, you're more predisposed to like the entities and stuff like that to kind of like come at you, which
Yeah.
is why in a lot of movies you'll see like kids and babies be the ones that like to see it more. It's
Creep me out so much.
yeah, and so the whole point is like when you're baptized, while you're still somewhat exposed, you have the protection of like
Yeah.
Jesus and all that.
I wasn't too far off.
So we're baptized, or she's baptizing Kobe. To
But then
protect
about
him.
damn time, bro. Save his soul.
Yeah. Kobe's now 5.
No, he's not.
3.
Yes.
Booyah.
Didn't you adopt him in like COVID though?
2021.
Oh,
He's a COVID baby in the sense that he was made during.
oh,
2020.
so then he is 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was baptized at 4, so
That explains a lot.
yeah. I saw a lot of shit. Yeah, I was dropped too. No, I fell down the first flight of stairs. Like y'all been to my apartment, right? I just fell.
You know
The joke
that
for
really
that.
does explain a lot.
Yeah.
See, I didn't want to say it.
But what's it called? And so you brought up a very interesting story the other day about earlier now about my phone, right? So we're just going to share like 1 or 2 or 3 stories that kind of like encapture us
Yeah.
and the thing. And so my phone. Do you want to start? Or can I tell from my perspective and then you question?
Sure. But then you take your perspective and I'll say
there's
myself
so
sitting
many-
right next
yeah,
to you.
In a
Different POVs.
land far, far away.
Yeah, literally called
It is.
Ireland.
Ireland. We were in Ireland.
Yeah, we love to travel. That's another
Yeah.
thing. So
Oh
hopefully,
yes,
That's
go.
what made us become, Noel and I specifically, become so close.
Yes.
Yes.
We had a lot of shits and giggles on that trip. And so we were in Ireland, and how many of us was us?
Five.
Five in total.
But at that time,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was 5 of
6.
us. No, in the car it was just 5.
Five.
Remember? We all just fit in the car.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So it was 5 of us. We were driving through the
Ireland.
hills of Ireland,
Yes.
listening to Ed Sheeran's "Galloway Girl."
Great.
And as we're driving, we're seeing like really nice scenic views,
Fields.
like
Beautiful fields.
beautiful fields, but like just scenic because like you see the mountains and stuff in the background. You see the horses and the cows and shit like that. I got
The sheep.
cursing. The sheep.
Or, well, not so much in my pictures.
That's the second story. Hold on to that one.
Story. That's a little snippet.
Okay.
And they wanted to pull. Well, I didn't want to pull over at first because I'm like, we got to make up time. Eventually, we pull over, and I pulled over honestly at the worst spot that I could have pulled over. Like every pullover spot was a beautiful open field where you could see everything. And so they were like, pull over, and I'm like, okay, at the next one, the next opening, I'll pull over.
she pulls into a field of nowhere. It was probably someone's
No,
back-
bro, there was a hill.
Yeah, it was
there was like a
someone's, like,
small
camp.
little hill that like blocked the entire view. So literally,
Yeah.
But there was a whole field of like
Yeah,
grass
no,
and
because we
wheat.
were literally
tall grass,
just at
tall-
the entrance, the beginning of the
some-
road of someone's
barn.
barn. There we go.
Yeah. And
Barn.
so
There we go.
we pull over, right? And we all get out to stretch.
Yeah.
And the field looked so perfect to run through. And
Also, yes, pause real quick before I forget because I'm gonna forget to say it again. Go follow us on our Weebles account, which is our travel account. There's a couple great edits on there
Yeah.
from our trips. So if you
Yes,
want to
yes,
see
yes,
inside
yes,
our trips,
We was on the road, no?
I'll tell you the
Weebles around the world.
yeah, Weebles around the world. I'll confirm because I'm pretty sure. Sorry.
But carry on, Noel. So you pull over.
No, it's Weebles _ on _ the _ loose. Weebles on the loose.
Oh.
Wow, that was way off.
Oh
I don't
my
know our
God.
Instagram account.
It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, check us out. Weebles on the loose
Yes.
_ between each word. Weebles WEEBLES. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so I pulled out and I'm like, well, we pulled over. I'm gonna fucking stretch. I've been driving for like 3 hours at this point.
Yeah.
And so everybody gets out, we're stretching. And earlier we had, actually this is why it reminded me, we have a clip of us running through the fields. And it was still Ireland at that point, or
Yeah.
Scotland. One of
No,
the two.
it was Ireland. It was Ireland. It was a really cool video.
It was a really cool video. It was really fun to just run through the fields.
Yeah.
And so we're all stretching. We all get out. And
I decide that I want.
Nat's,
Yeah.
Nat's inner child comes out when we're on our trip.
Bless her
And-
heart.
Yeah.
To be fair, so I had a surgery and I had not been able to walk for like a good
Right,
4 months
fair
or
enough.
so.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. I just tore my Achilles. But
Just.
that trip
She
was,
was up for like months.
I was
Like
out for
literally
like
months.
4 months. But that
Still went on the trip though.
yeah, absolutely. I went on 2 trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Yeah,
whole
but-
year then, babe.
The hills of Portugal.
We
No.
can honestly do a travel stories
Yeah.
episode. We'll do that.
Move along.
But anyway, so I wanted to run. Like, again, I can't run well. Like, I'm not giving anyone ideas, but if I were to get kidnapped, I have to fight because a bee cannot run like that. But anyway, so I see the field looks like perfect to run through. So I had my stuff with me, and then I go and I put some stuff inside the car, some stuff on top of the car, and then I go and I take off, and I'm frolicking, and it's perfect.
Time of her life.
It was great. I come back.
I stand over next to Van. I'm like, oh, look at the child running
Yeah.
through the fields.
We were proud
I
parents.
was spot on by that.
I just felt so free. I was like, this is life. Like, I'm running through the fields of Ireland and I'm so happy because I'm with my friends and stuff, right? So
It was a very
I-
nice moment for about 30 seconds.
and then I get back to the car and then we're like, all right, we need to carry on our way.
I'm like, all right, niños, children, everyone back in the car, buckle up, put your seatbelt on.
Yes.
Get
Were you still
comfy.
driving at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the one driving.
Okay.
And so, everybody got back in the car, niños en el carro, ponte los asientos,
Strap in. Oops, sorry. Strapped in.
strap in. All right, everybody good? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I take off. So,
And then
no, I'm coming off the farm driveway, and I have a Lexus, so my pickup on my car is a little bit quicker. These European cars have no pickup whatsoever. I hated
don't.
these cars. I
Yeah.
hated all of the cars. Also, we have a story with V in the cars in Europe. That was a funny story too. I pick up on this car and I gas it all the way down because again, highway, cars coming. I'm like, we gotta go. And so I gas it. We get on the highway. 30 seconds into the highway of driving, all I hear is a doom doom doom.
Yeah.
you heard a little
And I'm like, what was that? And I look over to my right, and Minsu's sitting with me in the passenger seat. I'm like, do you know what that was? He's like, I think it's just
You're
a windshield wiper.
and then I was like, I hear that and I was like, what was that? And then I was like, wait a minute, where's my phone?
Bro,
And this is all in my head.
bro.
Because
I
I'm
look,
the type of person where when I'm panicking or I realize that something like I done goofed something, I keep quiet until I really figure out if it's goofed.
bro, I looked in the rearview mirror to look in the back seat to see what the fuck was going on because I could hear
Shuffling.
rummaging
Yeah.
and shuffling. And so I look in the rearview and I just see panic across that shit. Face pale. And
And
I
I'm
don't know
brown.
who says it. Someone goes, I think it was you.
Yeah.
And mind you, on the middle of the highway, V goes, stop the car. I'm like, stop the car.
I forgot about that.
We're going 80 on the highway in Ireland. You want me to stop the car in the middle of the highway?
I didn't mean right then and there. I just mean like pull over ASAP.
Bro, mind you, there's no shoulder.
No.
So
Wasn't.
there's no shoulder. So I go to pull over, or I slow down immediately, but I can't stop the car. So
Yeah.
I get over to pull over. Again, no shoulder, so I have to pull into someone's driveway. We went from one house, one farm, to the next farm.
But
It was a quite a ways away.
no, and the funny
Bro,
thing
we
is,
didn't realize.
we didn't.
It
feel
felt
that
like a minute drive, honestly.
Yeah.
So we pull over the driveway. I'm like, nah, there's no way the most responsible one who helps book the trip lost their phone. There's no chance.
Yeah,
I say,
the ones that
pull the car apart. We start pulling the car apart. All the luggages, all the sweaters, coats, backpacks, everything. We're pulling everything apart. Mind you, we're 5 people with suitcases and backpacks. Everything was on this man's farm.
I think we just had our backpacks because
It's good for the story. Shut up.
okay.
She's pulling a you.
Yeah, it's okay.
We tore the car apart, and Max, our friend, they're friend from college. He's like, nah, it's not here. I'm gonna go look in the road.
Yeah, no, and we tried calling and everything, and so like it would go through and whatever, but then he
Yeah.
just takes off.
Bro, Max,
you're
a triathlon athlete,
bro,
all of
are in
out of
prime shape. That sounds like I'm talking about a steak. You're in tip top shape, bro.
Bro, man
for
starts
miles.
sprinting to the
Kilometers.
road, and I'm like, I'm not. Honestly, honest to
doing
God,
that.
I'm not sprinting. I'm like, you lost your phone. You lost your phone.
He takes off. Minso and I go behind, and so I'm gonna tell our perspective.
Yeah,
and
then we'll switch
circle
and do
right?
everything from my
So we
side.
decide to like try to like pull in or try to go, and so we're trying to walk. When I'm telling you, it felt we were going for miles, and at that point I'm like, I don't even know what can we look for, because we tried calling it. After a certain point it was just going straight to voicemail, and I was like, oh no, ripperoonie. Luckily, and the crazy thing is that I had gotten my parents new phones, and they were like, do you want to get yourself a new phone? And I was like, no, I'll wait for when I come back from the trip. God freaking bless.
Yeah.
Because that would have been crazy. But yeah, no, we're walking. Max was God knows where.
Man
And
was sprinting.
Run,
Triathlon.
Forrest, run. And so Minso and I are like trying to check and whatever. I can't run. And not only that, but at that point, after a certain time, my ankle would get tired.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but I can't get tired because it's my phone. That is like,
Mind you, we're on a crunch for time here. 'Cause
Yeah.
we booked
were
tours in
supposed to get
advance.
to places.
We
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
places to get to. Mind you, we're trying to beat
We
the
still
sun.
had like an hour left or something.
this-
Yeah.
The
just
whole
driving.
deal took, what, like an hour and a half?
Can't be that long.
Or
Yeah,
an
no,
hour.
it took that.
Yeah, it took a long time. We missed the
just
fairy pools because of me.
That's literally what it's called too. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead, Google it.
We'll have to go back. But anyways, carry on. So you're walking with Minty. You're getting
Yeah, so
tired.
we're walking and walking. Eventually, Max kind of like comes back to us, and we couldn't find her, whatever. And then I think we called you guys, and you guys were gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
And it honestly felt like a movie, because at that point, okay, obviously we know we're not gonna find it. And then I see the car, like their car coming, and it was great. And then I think you guys had told me that you guys had found it,
Yeah.
and then y'all showed me the picture. Now let's switch back to.
We gotta insert a photo.
Yeah,
Do
I'll-
you guys have the photo?
It's in the
I
it's
sent
in the
it- I think-
drive somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's in
okay.
one of my 2 phones. I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
sure. I think
insert
that may sound
photo.
like a chat phone. Not the point.
Now
So-
let's switch back to y'all's perspective. After the 3 of us, I wobble away and the other 2 go running.
But I'm just gonna interject real quick. When we hear the sound first, because Nathan, you're sitting at the window. I'm in the middle in the back row, and then it's Max, and then it's her driving a Mitsu shotgun. So I see you tense up when Noelle goes, "What was that sound?" You tense up, and you just so nonchalantly start patting yourself down, and I go, "No." There's only one way. There's only one reason someone checks themselves like that, because there's like a phone or wallet they're looking for, and you go, "Where's my phone?" And I look at you, and I was like, you want me to call you?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Mind you,
Panicking.
I'm hearing all this in the
Panicking.
driver's seat. I'm driving 80 miles per
Mind you,
hour down Ireland,
her-
and I'm hearing this. I'm like, what?
And the funny
What?
thing is that she can't hear bullshit at all.
Yeah,
But
no.
those moments, that's
Yeah.
what she wants to hear.
So again,
That's true.
I'm calling Natty, and it's ringing. And I was like, "But baby, it's ringing. I mean, you have it on you." And you're like, "Is it on silent?" You're like, "No."
It's on vibration. Ain't no vibrating. I feel
And that's when we pull over, check the car, wasn't there. And so, okay, so Max, Minsu, Natty, they run down, try and find the car. And
No,
Noelle-
Max runs.
Max,
Max
Yeah,
runs.
yeah, don't
Straightforward.
put it in the
Nah,
driver's
nah,
Don't take that away from Max.
No,
Fair enough. No, you're right. Noelle and I stay behind. We're like, we're gonna stay with the car, guys. What's the point
Honestly,
of all
my
three
thing
of
was
us?
like, I did my job. I was driving.
She did, yeah.
Right? And so we're just in the car. And I'm like, you know what, Noelle, fuck it. Why don't we drive back? Since, again, in all our minds, it had just happened 2 minutes ago.
Yep.
We'll just loop back. And I was like, you know what, sure. By the time they're walking, especially with Nathy's rate of walking, it's going to be a minute. So we take
Catch 'em
off,
straight.
right? We had to do some
I'll let
less
you-
than legal turns.
Do you want to explain how that first turn went? Because that was hilarious.
You could tell it.
Because
I put in my GPS, like, continuing on our paths. I was like, eventually we're gonna find. No, I put in GPS the restaurant we had just come by, so it'll take us that same route, just reverse.
Yeah. And so we look at the GPS, and that said like 45 minutes you have to go to get a U-turn to come back.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna drive 45 minutes. Mind you, we're already on the road, so I can't.
Yeah, we can't stop and
there's-
tell them, yo, keep walking another.
There's also no divider. Okay, these
No,
roads
there
are
is
no
a divider. There
Yeah,
is a
that's the
divider.
problem. There was a divider the whole time.
Divider. And at this point, we're already on the road, and I don't say
He
anything.
just clocked it.
Okay.
So at this point, we're on the road, 80 miles per hour going down Ireland.
Yeah,
and
we
I'm
still have a ways to go for you. And I was like, you know what? Like, the next time we see a break, just go for it.
Bro, here's the thing. Because I don't know if I heard you say that or not, but in my brain, when I saw that the GPS said 45 minutes, I was already like, no, that's not happening. I'm not driving 45 minutes. And there's a divider. It's a metal divider.
Yeah.
And it's going, but like, you know those dividers that get smaller as the more you drive, and I see it getting smaller. No warning giving. I didn't tell V what I was doing. I slowly start to let down on the accelerator of the car. Mind you, there's people behind us too, so I let down on the accelerator of the car. And now at this point, we're going like 40 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And standard
What's that
highway.
miles? Is it miles at that point? What the fuck are we doing?
Kilometers.
It's kilometers, but
Alright.
I'm just.
Get carry on.
Yeah.
America.
And so the divider ends. As soon as the divider ends, no warning.
No.
And I think at this point, I do remember you saying, yo, it's open.
Yeah.
Bro, full set the car. Did I take a right turn?
Yeah.
Mind you, also, the cars
Thank
in
the
Europe.
Lord
it's
there
like-
weren't cars coming
Yes. Right?
on the opposite way.
Wait,
Not
wasn't
not in
Well,
our
we
lane.
made it, so
Specifically,
there definitely wasn't cars
specifically not in our lane, at least.
Okay. The time of day, there wasn't, at least when we were driving,
There were
I
cars.
don't know about
No, there
you.
were
there was
cars.
cars.
There were
There was
definitely
cars. This is
cars,
another
but
part of
it's
the
like, yeah, there was
story
like not
that I
that. There
hate.
was way less returning.
okay.
So, no warning. I just full sent
Yeah.
the car at 40 miles per hour on that turn. It was bad. It was so
We're
bad.
fine though. Nothing happened. The car was good.
The car was good.
Yeah.
It was definitely a wee
Oh
moment.
no, we.
The old snap handle.
Yeah. We made the turn, but now the GPS has rerouted and going that way to go home. So then we put it to go back to the ferry pools, and it
So
said
once-
another 45 minutes.
Yeah, to find another Yui.
So again, we're back at the barrier, 80 miles per hour.
Coming
Yeah.
back to
At this
Coming
point, we're
back.
just driving, waiting to see the farm that we passed by, and then clock the next Yui.
I was just waiting for the barrier.
pause.
Well, why we were gonna turn before the farm?
Pause.
Yeah,
Because you guys found my phone.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
getting to that. We're getting to
we're
that.
getting
Okay,
there.
okay,
Don't
sorry,
worry.
sorry,
Don't
sorry,
you worry.
So we get to the end of the barrier this time, and instead of doing a full send, I'm a great driver, by the way, but that day, not great. I had full send at 40 miles per hour on turn. So then I was like, I can't do that again. Second time around, I stopped the car fully in the middle of traffic. And I put a
Again,
blinker on.
not that many cars are coming in this direction that we were heading in at the moment.
There was a car behind us because I remember having to stick my hand out the window and wave them to go
Oh,
past us.
you did. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah. Oh, my
And this
God,
guy
I
was
totally-
not getting the
He
idea.
wasn't. I totally remember this. You're right. Both of us are like, go.
We confused a lot of Irish people on
They
that
hated
trip.
us.
I don't
Yeah.
blame them. We are just
But-
stopping. But she has her blinkers on and everything. You'd think go around.
Yeah, honestly. So I fully stopped, like I was making a right
Yeah,
turn at a stop
yeah.
sign. Put my turn signal on, made a right, stopped, made another right, and then we came back down.
Yeah, and then we approach again the farm that we were at. She pulls in again, and that's when we get out and just start walking. So I'm like, worst case, we'll at least meet them halfway. So we
No.
can, like-
First, I said let's check the field she was running.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
I said let's check the field she was running in because
That would
there's.
have been miraculous.
I
It
was
would've
like,
been.
I'm like, it has to be there, right? You
Again,
can't possibly.
I'm calling her on WhatsApp and all that, and again, it's ringing. That's why I had so much hope because it was ringing every single time. Maybe that's why you were getting straight to voicemail because it was just getting my calls. But I was like, it's speaking everything. Like, she can confirm it. It was ringing.
It was ringing.
Damn.
So we walked for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we just, because also, like, the freaking field had, like,
I'll let
the
you tell this part of
biggest
the story.
freaking, I don't know, it's not grass or whatever, but it was, like, just
Wheat?
whatever. Yeah, it was, like, wheat. Like, I don't know. But they were just so, it was just so, like, you couldn't really see where you were stepping anyways. And so we tried searching our best. Nope. And again, this girl ran through the freaking field. And I'm like, I'm not running the whole distance.
Yeah, neither was I.
So we're like, well, we can't hear it anyways. So I guess, fuck it, let's start walking up the road. And we do. And thankfully, it's still really bright out. So you can clearly see the road and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. How far did we walk? Like at least 20 minutes before we
It
spotted
was like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh,
We walked a good while. Like when
Yeah, we
you're
were
not
walking
thinking
slow,
about it, but when
too.
you time yourself walking 10 minutes,
Yeah, that's why, you're right. I didn't even realize it was like an hour and a half, but it was like a lot of slow walking. And then eventually Noelle was like, wait, I think that's it. On the other
bro.
side, it was like, it
Bro.
was literally in the middle, where the divider is, right in the middle of the entire road. That's where we see a weird lump.
I said, oh, I think that's it. And I turn around to look for V. And I looked to my left because she was on my left-hand side. Gone. Nowhere to be seen. I'm like, fuck. I turn back around. And what I see is V playing leapfrog with the cars on the highway.
It wasn't even like that.
Chicken cross.
Crossy Road.
Crossy Road. Yeah, there you go.
She sees, I see it over there, and I was like, bet. No cars are coming. It's just like, what, 2-3 lanes and you run across? I run
All
it.
for my dumb For my dumb
For the
ass
story
Runs
bits.
into the road.
For the plot.
highway.
Yes, I run across the highway with no cars coming in the horizon.
There was a car coming.
No. Once I got to the other side, and so I get the phone. I see a car coming. I wait, and this whole time Noelle's screaming, "Get back over here!" And I was like, "Well, no shit, I'm not gonna stay here." But I grab her phone. Yeah, that shit busted,
Destroyed.
destroyed.
Bro, she gets back with the phone.
Uh-huh.
I turn back around. Guess who has showed up? Max.
Max,
Max
yeah.
has made
You
it.
guys, right, because you came with him with the car.
Max has shown up. He's like, hey guys. I was like, damn, bro. Like,
Yeah, that was super funny. And because I'm looking at the phone, and I was like, yeah, there's no recovery. And then Noelle goes, who's that? And I was like, who's here? And then, yeah, we see Max. And we're like, oh, my God, it's Max. And we wave and we're like, look, we found it. And it was bad. Like, her glass was shattered.
There was no
The battery was pierced.
You know what did end up surviving though?
Wait, girl, you're not in the story right now.
For real.
So we show him the actual phone. No case or nothing, just a phone. And he's like, oh, the battery's pierced. We should definitely like leave this discarded so it doesn't explode on us. And we're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's so weird. Like her case just ripped off because it also had like, it was the kind of case where it's like a little mini wallet attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, well, let's just walk a little
Amazon.
more. We'll see. And then again, Noelle spots it. And I'm like, bet, say less. No cars on the horizon. I run over again.
Round
Once
two.
again, she's yelling at me. And I was like, I'm fine.
Now, I'm now, at this point, I'm not the only one yelling at you. Max is also yelling at you.
Yes, but I'm also fine. Again, a car passes. I'm good. I wait for it to clear, and then I run back unscathed. And yeah, that was her little wallet attachment that we did find. No cards.
No,
The actual wallet part is gone. The only thing that remained is a little picture of her parents.
Yeah, it's a little what are those called?
Polaroid?
Yeah, it's a little Polaroid of a time that we went Korean barbecue and they took a picture of them. I still have it. It's
Yeah, I was like, well, look, at least she has this little cute little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take a picture of the phone because again, Max like we definitely should not be walking with this, and we're like, okay, well, let's take a picture so we can show it to Nati that we did find it.
Yeah.
We get back in the car, and that's when I now try calling Minsu, who's walking along with Nati, and we're like,
Yeah.
let's let them know that we're heading back with the car.
And then they picked us up, and then we carried on with our day. And yeah, I felt so bad because I'm like, damn, everyone's like putting in all this effort to find my phone, and just because I was a doofus, like
Yeah, the inner child really be getting you in trouble.
always,
It really
she
did.
always be getting me in trouble, bro.
But it's good. You had
Memories.
your prancing.
It was memories.
We had this funny story.
Yeah, and then I had to get like a
trap phone.
She
yeah.
got a trap phone.
It was just a Android.
Hitting that's European line.
Yeah,
You still
no-
have it?
No. Well, I have the phone, but
Yeah.
I just let it uncharge.
Okay, like the credits expire.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
What do you mean? You have the number. Number doesn't go
yeah,
anywhere.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. I did let the credits expire.
Now you know. If you ever need a backup, you just refill
I
that
mean,
bean.
I did delete all my account stuff on there because I'm like, what if one day I decide to throw it out and I don't want someone to turn it
Fair
on?
enough.
I have all my account
Yeah,
stuff.
but I mean, it's still connected to the line.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I thought so. I can be a grown up woman of 28, but I still fear my mother. I was so scared to tell her, but she was mad chill. She was like, "Well, how are you gonna communicate and whatever?" But no. And then the funny part of that is once we get into the cars and stuff, I think Max had decided to drive, right? And so with Max driving, I decided to try and log into my email. For my emails, for the most part, I know their password. But the one that I do. But the one that I always, like my
So
main
ridiculous.
email, before the trip, I had to end up changing the password for something. I think it was like I got a notification on like one of my things saying, hey, this password's like compromised or some stuff. So I changed it. And I could not remember.
You be going to that your password getting compromised.
No, because
You and her were trying to figure out together.
it's like
No, but she's saying her password was compromised.
Oh,
Yeah,
because she was logging into a whole new phone.
no. So no, the compromise was way before our trip.
That's
so,
what I'm saying. What websites are you?
No, so
I did not
there's
listen
oh
clearly.
my God, if I let me say.
¿Qué cochinadas estás
No, sometimes what's it called? Companies get hacked, and so if you logged in for stuff, so the one that got compromised was my.
Her shit's on the dark web.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Way back when I had a Hot Topic like account so that I could get whatever, and apparently they got like hacked or whatever, and information was all over the place. So they said this might be compromised, so that's why I changed it. But anyway, I changed it, and I don't remember what I changed it to. So it was so tragic. Like I go to try to log in on Max's phone, and then it was like, oh, can't be recognized, whatever. What's your backup email? So I put my backup email, and that one like that password was, and so it would not let me because it wouldn't recognize the phone. It's like, we're gonna send a notification to your Google Pixel, and I'm like, I can't. And it was funny because Noelle's sitting next to me, and she sees me do the thing like maybe 2-3 times trying to sign in, and it won't let me in. And then the final one, I think it was like it let me go in, and then it was like, in 30 days we're gonna send you a notification.
Yeah.
I almost
Bro, it was
cried.
like you could hear her and me cheering, yeah! And then it loads in 30 days.
Bro, I almost cried. And it wasn't even like, because again, this stuff isn't really even that important, but it was just the fact that I got so excited. And I think I had all those like pent up like emotions of the fact that like that happened. You guys had to go through all that, and I felt so anxious, and
We
like
were all hungry.
we were starving. It was just,
Bro, I got the worst sandwich.
was that the pit stop where I got
Yeah.
some ugly ass pasta?
No, that was the
No,
chicken
your
salad.
sandwich was good.
Yeah, because we traded because I hated it.
Oh, no. Okay, no. The one where she's talking about is where I had the leak.
Yeah,
Candy
that was
leak
good.
thing.
That was good.
That was not good.
Oh, mine's
And then when
good.
I had the, what the hell was it? A tuna sandwich?
And Ireland.
Chipotle chicken.
Oh, you had a Chipotle chicken sandwich.
That
and
was
I had
so
gotten-
salty.
You guys are mixing restaurants.
No.
No.
We're thinking of,
So this is one of those moments where Nat does not have the brain cell.
correct. We came from the busted diner. Let's call it a diner, right? And
That was
then-
a whole different day. That was a whole.
That's
different
what I'm.
Yeah, it was.
The bus stop was, or the rest stop was in the same.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
One bad thing a day, please.
Okay. That trip was hilarious. Anyway, but that's
was.
gonna be a travel thing. But yeah, that's one story that definitely kind of puts a perspective of where we're all at.
Yeah.
What's it called? Just to say, we are at 1 hour. We are more than welcome to continue. We have one more little story thing if we want, or we
Well,
can
what's
cut
the
it
second
here.
story?
It says coming out stories.
Or
Or
That was for today's episode?
apparently. Or
Todas las tonterías. We're at an hour and 7 minutes already.
good. That means we're gonna have a lot of content.
Yeah, we can cap this episode here.
Right. Cool. And so, welcome. This has been a fun time. I just love how like it easily it's just conversation for us.
Yeah,
I love
literally.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. Love it. But catch us next episode. I don't know if it will be next week. I don't know if it will be 2 weeks from now. We don't know. We just recorded. And apparently, no, not apparently. I volunteered as editor,
Yeah.
and I'm excited.
I
for
will be
that.
helping her.
No, for sure.
I'll
Be
I'll be
morally
here.
supporting.
Yeah. No, it should be good. So catch us next time. And
Yeah.
we didn't discuss an outro, but deuces.
Yeah.
There's our outro.
That's the outro.
That's the outro.
That's the outro.
All right, cool.